Gold sits at $5,220, silver at $85, but that's just the surface. Something is quietly building in the market, an energy so compressed it's about to explode. On the silver 4-hour chart, a triangle has formed, squeezing price into a narrowing corridor. Every candle tightens the range. Volatility is compressing. And when this pattern ends, silver cannot stay contained, it will break. Up or down, the outcome will be decisive. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, banks are moving physical gold at record speed, while global tensions escalate in ways the headlines barely cover. Understanding this is the difference between watching or profiting. The problem is multi-layered. Silver is trapped in a technical pattern, with the apex looming in just a few trading days. If it breaks upward, it could soar toward $105. Downward? The low 70s. That's a swing of nearly $30 per ounce. But price action alone doesn't tell the full story. Iran is escalating in ways that disrupt global infrastructure, targeting not just oil or military assets, but the digital backbone of the Middle East. Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Nvidia, IBM, Oracle. These are the companies Iran has threatened. The threat isn't theoretical. These facilities run banking, medical records, government operations, and commerce. At the same time, banks are moving physical gold at a pace unseen in decades. Morgan Stanley pushed 1,938 contracts in one day, 170,800 ounces, worth over $900 million. Bank of America, Barclays, JP Morgan, BNP, Wells Fargo, all absorbing hundreds of millions more. Collectively, $3.9 billion in physical gold demanded in just 10 days. Not one major bank is selling, all are buying. This coordinated movement tells a story. Institutions see risks that retail investors do not. The volatility in oil prices, the geopolitical escalation, and the digital threats are rewriting risk models. The challenge is that markets are reacting to headlines which contradict each other constantly. Crude oil swings $38 in a single day. Gold dips and recovers in response. Silver mirrors the movements, but amplifies the leverage. The public sees chaos. The insiders see patterns. The problem is clear. Understanding the convergence of technical, geopolitical, and institutional signals is essential before making any trading decisions. Here's where the tension really starts to build. Silver is trapped in a triangle on the 4-hour chart, and every passing candle is squeezing it tighter. The apex is approaching fast, and when the pattern resolves, silver cannot stay contained. If it breaks upward, the target is over $100. If it breaks downward, the lows could hit the low 70s. That's a swing of nearly $30, and the decision could happen in just a couple of trading days. But this isn't just about charts or numbers. It's about forces moving behind the scenes that most investors don't even notice. While silver compresses, banks are quietly moving billions in physical gold. Morgan Stanley pushed 1,738 contracts in one day, over $900 million of gold into delivery. Bank of America, JP Morgan, Barclays, BNP, Wells Fargo, every major institution is on the buy side. Not one is selling. This isn't normal market behavior. It's a coordinated response to risk that retail traders can't see. The signal is clear. They are preparing for instability. And that instability isn't hypothetical. Iran is escalating across multiple fronts. They're no longer limiting strikes to oil infrastructure or military bases. They are threatening data centers that power entire economies in the Middle East. Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, Oracle, IBM. If these facilities are hit, banking, medical records, government systems, and commerce all grind to a halt. Combine the technical pressure of the silver triangle with the gold accumulation by institutions, and the situation becomes explosive. Volatility is compressing, tension is building, and the market is on the edge. Gold is holding a floor between $5 to $100 and $5 to $200, supported by billions in physical accumulation. Silver is perched at $85, testing support while shorts brace for breakout pressure. When the triangle resolves, the move won't be incremental. It will be amplified by leverage, ratio compression, and panic covering. And there's more. Oil is swinging $40 in a day, gas lines are forming in China, and infrastructure threats are rewriting risk models globally. Everything is converging at once. The war, the charts, and the institutions are all telling the same story. The next move is coming, and the impact will be massive. Understanding this convergence now could make the difference between watching the market react or being positioned to profit from it. The story starts with the numbers. On the Comex gold delivery desk, the scale of movement is staggering. March 10th, 2026, Morgan Stanley issued 1,738 gold delivery contracts, 92.7% of all contracts that day. That's 173,800 ounces of gold, worth over $900 million, moving into the delivery system in a single session from one firm. To put that into perspective, normal daily flows might be in the hundreds of contracts. This was a statement, a declaration, one of the largest financial institutions on earth, signaling that physical gold matters now more than ever. Meanwhile, other institutions were not passive observers. Bank of America absorbed 602 contracts, Barclays 502, JP Morgan 298, BNP Paribas 211, Wells Fargo 200. In total, the stopping side took over $940 million of gold in a single day. Not one major institution was selling. Every single one was buying aggressively. This unanimity is rare. This is not casual trading, it is strategic positioning. Institutions are responding to intelligence, macroeconomic modeling, and global risk scenarios that retail investors cannot see. The message is clear. Accumulate physical gold now. Why the urgency? Geopolitical developments are accelerating. Iran's recent statements have escalated the conflict beyond conventional limits. This is no longer a war confined to oil fields or military installations. Iran is explicitly threatening digital infrastructure in the Middle East. Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Nvidia, IBM, Oracle, Palanteer. These aren't just tech companies, they are the backbone of banking, commerce, government operations, and healthcare. Disruption of these facilities would freeze transactions, block hospital access, halt supply chains, and cripple critical services. The conflict is multidimensional. Oil, water, shipping, infrastructure, and digital systems all are under threat. Oman's oil depot was struck despite the country acting as a mediator. A Thai-flagged ship was attacked in the Strait of Hormuz, despite Thailand having no involvement in the conflict. Citibank evacuated its Dubai office, signaling that even financial hubs considered safe are now too risky. Every signal shows the conflict has reached total disruption territory, and no location in the Gulf is immune. Neutral, allied, and mediating countries all face risk exposure. Amid this chaos, the technical picture for gold and silver is telling. Gold is building a base between $5,100 and $5,200, supported by billions in institutional accumulation. Despite extreme headline-driven volatility, oil swinging $38 in a single day, gas lines forming in China, threats to data centers, gold refuses to break lower. Silver is compressed in a triangle on the 4-hour chart, perched at $85. Each passing candle tightens the range, increasing pressure. Breakout is imminent. The higher low structure suggests strong support, but once the triangle resolves, the move will be amplified. This is where macro, technicals, and institutions intersect. Banks buying gold at record pace anticipate worsening global conditions, rising inflation, energy disruptions, war spending, and supply chain crises. When the macro environment deteriorates, gold and silver react differently. Gold serves as the anchor. Silver, being smaller in market size and more leveraged, reacts more violently. The gold-silver ratio, currently around 60, compresses toward 40 or 25, projecting silver targets of $150 and potentially beyond $280. These projections are derived not from speculation, but from institutional positioning and historical patterns. With gas lines forming due to disrupted oil imports through Hormuz, the world's second-largest economy feels the immediate effects of supply instability. China is also the world's largest gold buyer. Its central bank has been accumulating gold consistently, while retail investors follow suit. Economic stress drives demand for gold, and physical accumulation in China reinforces global pricing floors. Oil volatility, geopolitical escalation, and massive gold accumulation are converging signals. Each headline might contradict the previous one, but the underlying data, gold delivery numbers, bank positions, and technical patterns, tells the truth. Gold is being accumulated aggressively, and silver is poised for a breakout that could move 20-30% in a matter of days. The next move is not incremental. It is likely to be explosive, triggered by the resolution of silver's triangle and amplified by leverage and ratio compression. What's remarkable is the coordination, not in the illegal sense, but informational. Every major bank sees the same macro risks, models the same conflict scenarios, and reacts in unison. This is institutional intelligence signaling to the market where the risks lie and what is expected to happen. Physical gold, immune to digital disruption, server crashes, drone strikes, or financial freezes, becomes the ultimate hedge, and the data confirms it. Nearly $4 billion demanded for delivery in March alone, with more expected. This story is unfolding in real time. Technical compression in silver, the base building in gold, geopolitical escalation, and unprecedented institutional buying are all converging. Everything is lining up for a major market move. When it happens, the implications for gold, silver, and the broader financial system will be enormous, and the people watching the delivery data closely, understanding the war escalation, and connecting the dots will be the ones prepared for what comes next. Now, here's where everything comes together. The gold delivery data isn't just numbers, it's a roadmap for understanding what the biggest institutions expect. Morgan Stanley's 1,738 contracts in a single day weren't routine, they were a signal. Add the buying activity from Bank of America, JP Morgan, Barclays, BNP, and Wells Fargo, and you're looking at nearly $3.9 billion of physical gold demanded in just 10 days. These aren't speculative trades. They are strategic moves designed to hedge against real systemic risks that retail investors cannot see. Why the urgency? Because the world is becoming increasingly unstable, and the war has entered a phase that changes everything. Iran's recent statements show that digital infrastructure in the Middle East is now a target. Data centers for AWS, Microsoft, Nvidia, IBM, Oracle, and Palanteer are at risk. Disruptions here don't just affect tech. They ripple across banking systems, medical records, government operations, and commerce. Oil, water, shipping, and now the digital backbone of entire economies are all in play. This is multi-domain conflict, and it forces financial institutions to rethink risk exposure globally. Physical gold becomes the ultimate hedge in this environment. Unlike cash, servers, or even commodities, gold cannot be hacked, frozen, or destroyed. It retains value regardless of what happens in the digital or physical world. The delivery data confirms that institutions are acting on this principle. All major players are buying, not selling. Not one is reducing exposure. Every bank is racing to secure physical gold while the risk horizon expands. The technical picture aligns perfectly with these moves. Gold is building a base between $5,100 and $5,200, supported by billions in institutional accumulation. Every dip below that level is absorbed, creating an unbreakable floor. Silver is trapped in a compressing triangle, perched at $85, ready for a breakout. If silver breaks upward, targets exceed $100, downward, the low 70s. But when you combine gold's floor with silver's leverage, the upside potential becomes extraordinary. Shorts are trapped, ratio compression intensifies, and once the breakout triggers, silver could move 20-30% in days. Institutional behavior adds another layer. The coordinated buying is informational. It signals collective foresight. Each bank has access to macro models, war scenarios, and delivery data. They act in unison because they see the same risks and understand the consequences. This unanimity is rare, and it tells us that what's happening isn't random. The market is being positioned for a significant shift, and it's happening now. Geopolitical escalation, physical gold accumulation, and technical compression converge in a way we rarely see. Oil swings $40 in a day, gas lines form in China, data centers are threatened, and neutral countries are hit. The environment is chaotic, but the pattern is clear. Institutions are preparing for systemic disruption, and they are using gold and silver as the vehicles for that protection. The next move isn't just likely, it's imminent. The reveal is simple but profound. The forces driving gold and silver are no longer abstract. They are visible, measurable, and coordinated. The delivery data, war escalation, and technical charts are all pointing toward the same conclusion. A major market move is coming, and it will be powerful. Understanding this convergence now allows you to see the hidden market currents before they explode into the public eye. Here's the part where you decide. Watch the 4-hour silver chart. Notice the triangle tightening. Look at the gold delivery data, billions in physical accumulation. Ask yourself, if these banks are buying aggressively, what are they anticipating? Observe the war escalation. Oil depots attacked, data centers threatened, neutral countries hit, Citibank evacuating Dubai. The signals are converging. Gold is building a floor, silver is compressing. Institutions are positioning, and the macro environment is deteriorating. The market is signaling through actions, not headlines. The data is clear. This isn't speculation. It's a coordinated response to systemic risk. Comment below. Tell me what you think about Iran's digital threats. How do you interpret Morgan Stanley's 1,738 contracts in one day? Where do you see gold and silver moving next? I'll pin the best analysis. Share this with investors who haven't connected the dots yet. The hidden economy is revealing itself, and timing is everything. This isn't about hype. It's about seeing patterns others ignore. Let's loop back to the start. Silver's triangle is nearing its apex. Gold's $5,100 and $5,200 floor is holding, built by billions in institutional accumulation. Iran escalates across multiple domains: oil, shipping, water, technology. And global banks are responding with record physical gold purchases. Everything connects. Silver's compression mirrors market tension. Gold accumulation reflects institutional foresight. War escalation amplifies systemic risk. Oil volatility, China gas lines, and supply disruptions create a feedback loop that makes precious metals increasingly valuable. The convergence of technical patterns, geopolitical risk, and institutional positioning signals one thing: a major market shift is imminent. Follow the data, not the headlines. Observe the triangle, watch the gold floor, track institutional deliveries. The signs are clear. Action is coming in the next few days. This is the hidden economy in motion, and the message is simple. Preparation and awareness will differentiate the winners from the followers. Gold at $5,120, silver at $85, record bank activity, escalating war, threatened infrastructure. Everything points toward a decisive move. Watch closely, understand the signals. Connect the dots. And remember, the market speaks through action, not headlines. The apex is near.